Be clearly aware of the stars and infinity on high, and life seems almost enchanted after all. I dream my painting, and I paint my dream. It is good to love many things, for therein lies the true strength, and whosoever loves much performs much, and can accomplish much, and what is done in love is well done. There is nothing more truly artistic than to love people. I don't know anything with certainty, but seeing the stars makes me dream. A great fire burns within me, but no one stops to warm themselves at it, and passers-by only see a wisp of smoke. I would rather die of passion than of boredom. And then I have nature and art and poetry, and if that is not enough, what is enough? If you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. I put my heart and soul into my work, and I have lost my mind in the process. Normality is a paved road. It's comfortable to walk, but no flowers grow on it. I often think that the night is more alive and more richly colored than the day. What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? The fishermen know that the sea is dangerous and the storm terrible, but they have never found these dangers sufficient reason for remaining ashore. The sadness will last forever. I try more and more to be myself, caring relatively little whether people approve or disapprove. I am seeking, I am striving, I am in it with all my heart. Great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together. It is with the reading of books the same as with looking at pictures. One must, without doubt, without hesitations, with assurance, admire what is beautiful. I always think that the best way to know God is to love many things. If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere. I am always doing what I cannot do yet, in order to learn how to do it. It is looking at things for a long time that ripens you and gives you a deeper meaning. I want to touch people with my art. I want them to say he feels deeply. He feels tenderly. The beginning is perhaps more difficult than anything else, but keep heart. It will turn out all right. Art is to console those who are broken by life. If I am worth anything later, I am worth something now, for wheat is wheat, even if people think it is a grass in the beginning. Exaggerate the essential, leave the obvious vague. I wish they would take me as I am. The only time I feel alive is when I'm painting. There is peace even in the storm. There may be a great fire in our soul, yet no one ever comes to warm himself at it, and the passers-by see only a wisp of smoke. I can't change the fact that my paintings don't sell, but the time will come when people will recognize that they are worth more than the value of the paints used in the picture. I am still far from being what I want to be, but with God's help I shall succeed. One may have a blazing hearth in one's soul, and yet no one ever came to sit by it. Passers-by see only a wisp of smoke from the chimney, and continue on their way. In the end we shall have had enough of cynicism, skepticism, and humbug, and we shall want to live more musically. Your profession is not what brings home your weekly paycheck. Your profession is what you're put here on earth to do, with such passion and such intensity that it becomes spiritual in calling. Someday death will take us to another star. I will not live without love. To suffer without complaint is the only lesson we have to learn in this life. The sunflower is mine, in a way. Whoever loves much, performs much, and can accomplish much, and what is done in love is done well. The heart of man is very much like the sea. It has its storms, it has its tides, and in its depths it has its pearls too. I'm such a nobody. Let us keep courage, and try to be patient and gentle, and let us not mind being eccentric, and make distinction between good and evil. Only when I fall do I get up again. So often, a visit to a bookshop has cheered me, and reminded me that there are good things in the world. I experience a period of frightening clarity in those moments when nature is so beautiful. I am no longer sure of myself, and the paintings appear as in a dream. If you don't have a dog, at least one, there is not necessarily anything wrong with you, but there may be something wrong with your life. It is a pity that, as one gradually gains experience, one loses one's youth. When I have a terrible need of, shall I say the word, religion, then I go out and paint the stars. But for one's health, as you say, it is very necessary to work in the garden and see the flowers growing. Keep your love of nature, for that is the true way to understand art more and more. I think that I still have it in my heart someday to paint a bookshop with the front yellow and pink in the evening ... like a light in the midst of the darkness. I confess I do not know why, but looking at the stars always makes me dream. One must work and dare if one really wants to live. Admire as much as you can. Most people do not admire enough. Don't lose heart if it's very difficult at times. Everything will come out all right, and nobody can in the beginning do as he wishes. What is done in love is done well.